Can you move it? Can you move it? Can you move it so that they can end up?
No, there's no space for some person.
Meeting probably put it expected to go this way. But I say, for instance, the national vice chairman,
You were around in the morning. We had a very successful takeoff. As they say, the money shows the day. I am sure for those of you who were present in the morning, you listened to my comments and you saw the reaction of all members. And we have a much fuller house today than we have had for a long, long time. We showed a renewed interest and renewed vigor on the part of all the NWC members to see that we provide the necessary leadership to rebuild the unity within the ranks of the NWC. Because if the head is divided, the bottom cannot stand. You are still with me here, my dear brother, Victor Gedam. You are seeing Mustafa, you are seeing Jimobi, you are seeing Northwest, North Central, you are seeing welfare officer is so short. Look at it. Because people always think I'm a short man. I have people who are more shorter than me. So, but we met today and we've taken a couple of decisions. And when I announced them, it answers the questions that you posed. It's because of our work. We've had very challenging tenure since we assumed office on the 24th of June 2018. And it's because of this process, we build friendship, we build the spirit of collegiality. We've also have our test moments. And people have had issues they feel strong about. And as a result, NWC took some decisions that affected my friend and brother's distinguished Senator Lawal Shuaibu, who is the Deputy National Secretary, Deputy National Chairman North. And at the point, NWC had a reason to suspend him. Today we have reviewed the conditions that led to that. I will believe that in the spirit, our renewed commitment to build unity and true reconciliation, we as leaders of the party elected at the convention, we should lead by example. And that means for those who we think has offended the system, we have chosen to lift the suspension so that Senator Lawal Shuaibu can resume his duties as Deputy National Chairman North. We also resolved to review the matter of Inuwa Abdulkadir, Vice Chairman, who is the National Vice Chairman Northwest. By the same spirit, NWC were unanimous that we have also lifted the suspension and he resumes work with immediate effect. So, with these two decisions, the two members of the NWC who were suspended, their suspension has now been lifted. And with the spirit of conversation, I am sure the opposition will be so disappointed, because I'm sure some of them have passed some bandage and plaster, POP around, believing that there's going to be fighting and all that. What binds us together is much stronger than the little issues that cause misunderstanding. I believe that the All Progressive Congress is much more than the sum total of all the intrigues that you hear. And on my part, I've asked everyone and they have accepted whatever they consider to be my own shortcomings. I asked for forgiveness and they have forgiven. And whatever I consider to be anyone's shortcomings that irritated me, I have also forgiven. And this is the way it should be. It can only be abnormal when people know how to fight and they don't know how to settle. And we recognize that if we have reasons to suspend any one of us, if the purpose was to terminate the person, we should have used the word terminate. Suspension cannot be forever. So if we try to make the point, we believe those points have been made. And if our overall leader, the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, has had to spend the man-hour he has spent listening to individual governors, meeting with the governors as a group, that is All Progressive Governors Forum, and meeting with NWC as he has met with us, meeting with me each time I ask for the audience to discuss party issues. We have to help to lessen those burdens by ourselves taking the initiative to do what we are elected to do, to provide united, cohesive, progressive leadership for our party. And I'm so happy that we have done that. I was also humbled. We went to court yesterday. What was reported more was the fact that the court granted a stay of execution that suspended me as chairman by a lower court. But more profound for me was the remark of the judge when he said, and I think I tried to quote him, political parties in Nigeria should learn to manage their differences in-house. That were the powerful words of that judge. And if a judge, beyond just pronouncing of who is right or wrong, give us such a worthy, such a clear advice, I am humbled, and I believe all my colleagues are humbled. Yeah. That is why, my dear friend, because they be portrayed us. I saw Chad at this point say they don't know who is the chairman. That one court says is the acting chairman. Another court says I should return to my chairmanship. So who is going to stay on the tool? I'm sure when they see us, you can see that I'm still taller than him in spite of his cap. So I am very happy with the outcome of the decision. Number two, we've also decided. I talk about lifting the suspension, right? Yes. We've also decided that we are going to request for a meeting with the Minister of Health, because our party, as I said, should go beyond being a platform for election. Government elected on our platform is accountable not only to Nigeria, it's also accountable to the party, including ministers appointed by that government. So with regard to the issue of coronavirus and the reported cases of people who are affected, it is clear that those flying into Nigeria from countries that are heavily affected are the ones that have been identified as, that may have contracted this virus. And we are like, we need to have a conversation as a party with the Minister of Health to tell us why we must continue to allow flight into Britain and out of Britain, given that we have just had a case in Lagos of somebody who came in from outside. We had one who came in from Italy, and it is clear that even America has blocked Europe from flight to America. Is there any particular reason why we should not share the fears of America when they stop European airlines from flight to Nigeria? Should we not protect ourselves given our limited medical facilities? Should we wait until we have a pandemic of a level that we can't manage before we take the decision? As they say, prevention is better than cure. So we as a party also resolve that the Honorable Minister of Health do need to explain to us why we should not go beyond where we are now, proactively protecting us from possible spread, which might be difficult to combat. We want to be alive more than anything else to be able to provide progressive governance. So going forward, we want to engage on the big issues. We want Nigerians to read stories about APC debate on the economy, APC debate on the drop in oil price and how that will affect the budget and what we are going to do differently to deliver on the critical promises that we have made. Those are the issues Nigerians expect. And we want to be able to provide that leadership in the APC rather than Nigerians wondering who is the chairman, who is the secretary, who is the treasurer, who is suspended, who is lifted. We want lawyers to help us engage on international negotiations if they can on behalf of Nigeria, not lawyers helping to say who sacked who rightly or wrongly. We've also resolved that we are going to withdraw all cases in court that any member of the National Working Committee is involved in. so that we must lead by example. And we have shown that we can forgive ourselves, and therefore we do not need the courts to help us resolve what we are capable of resolving. And with the new brains that have come to join the leadership of the party, we are better placed. Now we have a full house. When the deputy national chairman, vice chairman, Northwest coming in, we now have a full house. And of course, we have filled the vacancy from the Southwest. So we have a full house. And the more, as they say, the merrier. So I want to thank you for spending almost the whole of your day here. And I want to believe that you will have more positive headlines than negative headlines. I have told you the much I want to say, and I think you have enough to write about. And I will beg you that you do not turn this to an interrogation session.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.